Good evening and welcome to a new episode of your show, What's Happening? Today is Monday the 10th, Monday 2610, August 2026 and 270. Practically, we have just a few hours, a day or two, and we will actually enter the end of the Lunar Hijri month. And as we know, the ends of the Lunar Hijri months, it causes an increase in earthquakes and tremors around the world. A short while ago, we mentioned in breaking news that a devastating earthquake with a magnitude of 7.4 on the Richter scale struck just a little while ago. About an hour and a half or 2 hours ago, the Americas, specifically Colombia, was hit with a magnitude of 7.4 on the Richter scale. First of all, before we continue, those with weak hearts, don't continue this episode. Those with weak hearts, don't continue this episode. No, because we will be showing horrific scenes of the destruction caused by this devastating earthquake in Colombia a short while ago. But before we move on, shall we see what kind of destruction this earthquake caused? We see that in less than 2 months, 3 devastating earthquakes have struck the American continent, and this has never happened before. 3 devastating earthquakes struck Central and South America in less than 2 months. The Venezuela earthquake, 7.8, the Mexico earthquake, 7.4, and today, the Colombia earthquake with a magnitude of 7.4 on the Richter scale. Personally, in at least the last 50 or 70 years, this hasn't happened. Or did it? That 3 devastating earthquakes hit in less than 2 months countries close to each other, Colombia, Venezuela, and Mexico. All right, let's go. Let's watch the collapse. Let's see. The first clip shows many houses collapsing in the cities of Pereira and Chaco. By the way, Pereira is the epicenter of the devastating earthquake, while many other house facades were also damaged. In Manizales and also in the city of Cali. So now let's continue watching this destruction and the collapse of the houses. All of these are recent videos that have just reached us one after another, and they are still coming. So these are initial scenes coming to us now from Colombia, and we are showing them to you live. Let's go, and now let's watch this second clip. How did it start? Of course, this is the second clip that you are seeing in front of you now on the screen as reports started coming in one after another. Now I am live with you. About the extent of the damage, reports are coming in one after another about the extent of the damage there in Colombia. As you saw, this is the second clip, and it is also coming to us live. Let's go to perhaps one of the most dangerous ones. The clips that I'm going to show you now, a clip recorded by one of the surveillance cameras, a clip that was filmed by one of the surveillance cameras from the city of Cali in Colombia. And this clip documents the collapse of several buildings together in the city of Cali in Colombia. So, the collapse of several buildings in the city of Cali in Colombia, meaning more like apartment buildings, not just houses, but even high-rise buildings. They all collapsed together. And do you see how the smoke or dust is coming out from more than one place? And this dust, of course, is the result of the destruction of the building or the structure. So this huge amount of dust comes out. The victims, guys, there are a lot of victims. According to the videos we're seeing, there are a lot. I mean, I imagine that, of course, the reports start by saying 10, then 20, then 50, then 100. I expect with such a devastating earthquake, the number of victims could reach more than 1,000 people, especially since Colombia is not like Japan. Most of the buildings there are built and designed to seismic building codes, meaning they're constructed according to earthquake-resistant standards. Anyway, let's go and see. This is the fourth clip documenting the collapse of one of the churches, specifically the collapse of the dome of the Metropolitan Cathedral in the city of Manizales in Caldas after the devastating earthquake. By the way, This is a historic dome. This church is one of the oldest. There's no one left inside those churches in Colombia or in Venezuela or even in Mexico because the earthquake and the effects of the devastating earthquake, as we said, reached several countries, 6 or 7 countries, including the United States of America and also including the state of Florida. So we have already seen this fourth clip, the collapse parts of this historic church, or rather the historic cathedral from there as well. Come on, let's go take a look. This is the 5th clip, which depicts or captures the beginning of the collapse of the structure, this massive building, or this huge building in Colombia, and how, during the collapse of this building, or as this building was crumbling and collapsing, and how people were fleeing in every direction, glory be to God. Scenes like this remind you of the Day of Judgment. The whole scene makes it look like people are fleeing. Everyone is saying, every man for himself, every man for himself. And people are, and the building is collapsing, which means those who were inside definitely didn't have time to escape. This building probably contains dozens, if not hundreds of people. I don't know if people are clarifying things for us, like in Colombia, did they receive the warning through their phones, like what happened in Egypt? How did people, or even like what happened in Mexico? How it was sent through Android devices. Google sent people a warning 10 seconds, 20 seconds, or 30 seconds before, depending on how far you are from the center of this devastating earthquake. There are reports now. Honestly, what happened is very frightening. There are reports coming to us now. Unfortunately, several thousand reports are now coming from Colombia. Several thousand people. It is expected that they are under the rubble at this time. So, breaking news, thousands of people are now under the rubble in Colombia. It is confirmed that this devastating earthquake will cause earthquakes and tremors in different countries around the world. Most likely, most countries in the world have felt this earthquake, wherever you are. Especially the areas that have been hit by earthquakes recently. They'll feel tremors in their areas. Let us know in the comments. We're here with Ahmad Al-Dram, Audi Makandi, on what's happening. Hope you're well.